Hey, how's it going, guys? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to my channel, and this is my review on Expendables 4. Another very late review, right? But I still have to kind of give you my thoughts on it. And, well, if you've been kind of pretty much catching up with movie news and hearing what the internet has to say about it, then yeah, you pretty much very well know that this movie is the worst one out of the whole franchise. Yeah, I mean, I was a witness myself. I went to the theater to check it out, and not the greatest, really not the greatest, because to be quite honest with you, I even forgot that this movie was even going to come out this year, or if not last month. I was like, oh wow, there was an Expendables 4 is happening, but yeah, this is not a film that I really was kind of really I didn't really keep track of, but I really really did love those first two movies. Those first two movies are to me easily the best ones. Of course, if I had to say, like, if I had to maybe choose one, it's the first film. But yeah, I mean, I guess I'll start off with like the CGI. Like in the first film, everything was more practical. The explosions, you know, even like even when it came to the fight choreography, it was just it looked and it felt real, and I guess like when it comes to action films, I understand, right? Nothing has to be really deep or or like or very profound, but I felt like, okay, there was someone who actually cared, that wrote the script and directed it, which was Sylvester Stallone, who he made the first movie happen, and then of course he co-wrote the first film, and then I think he was also involved in making the second film a little bit, but and then in this third film, the third film was just kind of okayish, but this one, geez, yeah, I mean this one takes the cake for being the worst one. So but yeah, that's where I kind of stand, with this franchise. I The action is always the best part because that's really what it is, really. But this fourth film, oh man, I mean that everything that's happening in this film, it's not. I don't even care to say if it's not believable because you know I guess is not too far off from Fast and the Furious, but I don't know. It's just like I just did not care so much of what was happening, even when it came to the story. I was just like, okay, yeah, let's go right ahead, And even when Jason Statham was pretty much, I guess he was pretty much the lead in this film, and I mean, he could be fighting people, killing people, and doing what he always does, just like in a lot of his films. But I just what was missing was Sylvester Stallone. And yeah, I mean, this is pretty much a spoiler sort of type of review. So if you don't really want to get spoiled, then I guess you can kind of skip right ahead. But I mean, Sylvester Stallone's character in this film pretty much he fakes his death, and throughout the whole film, you don't really see him. And that's something that at first I actually found it to be pretty bold. I was like, okay, that's I wasn't upset, I wasn't angry actually. I was just like, okay, it actually seems pretty interesting. Let's see what happens, you know? And oh man, I mean, yeah, I just I don't know. I really did like Barney. Yeah, like I really did like him. Of course, he is the lead in pretty much the whole franchise. And you don't really get to see him a whole lot in the fourth film. But then, right, as I said, fake death. Then towards the end of the film, you see him, and I'm just like, wow, like all of this just happened, and you just happened to just show up, you know. And yeah, then it just kind of took away like I guess that sort of like, okay, this, that sort of quote unquote, sacrifice, and Yeah, I just I don't know. I mean, yeah, Megan Fox, she's in this film as well, and yeah, I guess. I mean, she looks great as always, but I mean, that's really about it. I mean, she has some cool moments here and there, don't get me wrong, but nothing that really stood out to me. But Expendables 4, yeah, a very well disappointed film. You know, probably easily the worst film of the year. You know, and yeah, I wouldn't be, to be honest. I don't know. I tend to be a bit optimistic, and when it comes to sort of sequels or giving people, or specifically actors, giving them another chance. I'm always kind of like, okay, let's just kind of give them another chance. Let's see where this goes. And you know what? I wouldn't be upset if there's a fifth film, just so that they can redeem themselves and just kind of end it off with the fifth film. And I feel like I mean, we've kind of gotten this far. We've gotten worst movies, and or if not movies to this sort of level, that they just kind of end up getting more films, more movies, and we as the audience, we know that this is kind of not good. So, but I guess it all comes down to people kind of just spending their money on tickets. And yeah, I mean, Expendables 4, yeah, I would kind of give this like a 4 out of 10. Yeah, those are just kind of my thoughts and my review on Expendables 4. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.